Hey, how you doing today? I am Taquila Coleman. In today's video, we're going to talk about what's in your storehouse. This is going to be like a mini Bible study, but I was reading the book of Matthew chapter 19 last night, and I want to show you what the Lord began to download in my spirit. So in Matthew chapter 19, starting at verse 21, it say Jesus answered, "If you want to be perfect, go sell your possessions and give to the poor, and you will have treasure in heaven." So I began to take notice that when we give to the poor, we are now storing up treasure in heaven, right? And when you look up treasure in the concordance, one of the meanings for treasure is storehouse. Okay, I want you to follow me here. Now, when you go over to Deuteronomy 28, verse 12, it says, "The Lord will open to you his good treasure, the heaven to give the rain to your land in its season, and to bless all the work of your hands. And you shall lend to many nations, but you shall not borrow." Okay. And I'm going to give you one more scripture. We're going to connect this all the way around. Matthew chapter 6, verse 19 and 21. It say, "Do not store up for yourselves treasures on earth, where moth and rust destroy, and where thieves break in and steal. But lay up for yourselves treasure in heaven, where neither moth nor rust destroys, and where thieves do not break in and steal. For where your treasure is, there your heart will be also." Now, let's talk about this. Because what God is trying to get us to understand, that we have a storehouse in heaven. Okay? You have a storehouse in heaven. I have a storehouse in heaven. All of God's children have storehouses in heaven. The question becomes, when God goes to open up your storehouse, what is it that he's going to find? Because now he's telling us, do not store up for yourselves treasure on earth. So he's saying, don't focus on, trying to save up all these things right here. Don't act stingy on earth. He's like, listen, don't store up all your treasure on earth. He's like, focus on the heavenly realm. Store up, okay, for yourselves treasure in heaven. Because when you store up treasures in heaven, when it's time for God to bring the rain, so that it can pour down on your season, or the rain to come down on your land, right? Basically, when it's harvest time or harvest season, because you've been storing up in the heavenly realm, now God has things that he can just pour out to you. Okay, I hope you understand this. So the way how we store up our treasure in heaven, again, Matthew chapter 19 verse 21 say, when you give to the poor, you will have treasure in heaven. So giving to the poor is one of the ways how we store up treasures in heaven. Okay, so this is when you give to the poor, you are filling your storehouse. Okay, another way how we store up treasure in heaven is through prayer and fasting. Okay, this is sacrifice, right? And then another way we can store up treasures in heaven is when, how God keep waking you up during the night, 2, 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning. And the reason why he's waking you up, he wants you to pray. He wants you to intercede on behalf of others, right? Again, you don't know this, but this is another way how we are storing up treasures in heaven. Okay? We putting in the work, right? Another way how we store up treasure in heaven is when you are doing the work of the Lord. You are feeding his sheep. You are serving, right? Whatever area, God called you to serve in, go ahead and serve. Go ahead and feed his sheep. Go ahead and bring people to Christ, right? This is how we store up treasure in heaven. And then the other way, it's many different ways how we can store up treasure or in heaven. Because going back to Deuteronomy 28, verse 12, it says, "The Lord will open to you his good treasure, the heaven to give the rain to your land in its season, and to bless all the work of your hands." So another way how we store up treasure in heaven, how we fill our storehouse, is when God revealed to you, this is the land that I'm giving to you. This is your assignment. When God tell you, I want you to write the book, I want you to start that ministry, I want you to start this business, I want you to put in for the promotion on the job, and you actually do it and you work it, you're storing up treasure in the heavenly realm. Okay. God, he's not going to bless, laziness. Okay, we got to work. He's looking to see, okay, are you working your land? Are you pouring into your land? He's looking to see, okay, can I trust you with, this land? He's looking to see how you managing this land, right? Because based upon how you are taking care of this land, based upon how you are working your purpose, how you are, watching over the sheep, it's going to determine whether or not God give you more. Okay, and all of these things, when you work your land, you work your purpose, right? You are storing up treasure in the heavenly realms. Okay, so understand you have a storehouse that God, he wants to go into your storehouse. He want to open it up and he want to pour out his blessings upon your life. But you have to make sure that you are doing the things that are now positioning you in a way where you are now storing up your treasures in the heavenly realm. Don't try to store up possessions or your treasure on earth. No. Okay. God said, focus on the heavenly realm. He wants you to store up, okay, your treasures um, in the heavenly realms. All right. So that is the word of the Lord for today. I am Taquila Coleman. I'll talk to you real soon. Take care.